Alright guys, today we will be, this is Casey Ken34 from Studio Prime HD, and today we will be, adding realistic reflections to your objects. And, here's an example of just a terrible, I guess you can say, reflection that a lot of people use and just doesn't look good. But, here's just a normal example. And here is the version reflection we're going to be creating today. Here's a couple of them I'm going to show you. Alright, so let's get to work. We're going to go into Cinema 4D. And first thing we're going to do is click on this little thing right here, click and hold, and drag to floor. Let's go in perspective view by wheel mouse clicking. And I'm going to zoom it out and get a better view on this. And the floor is different from the plane right here. The difference is the floor stretches across all of Cinema 4D, and you don't have to. For the plane, you have to make it bigger, and we don't want to do that right now. But the plane is more useful for adding textures to it. But we're just going to use a floor for now. All right, so we're going to take the sphere. I'm going to delete these down here. Alright, so once we got our sphere, we're going to bring it up and press T, and then you just click in the middle and drag it up. We're going to make it bigger. And now we're going to wheel mouse click to go back into the floor view and drag this so it's right on the floor. Alright, now we got it on the floor. We're going to just do a quick, whoa, we got to uncheck something because I had it checked from last time. And now just do a quick render. Alright, so we got our ball on the floor. Now we're going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to double click here to make a new material. Click basic. We're going to uncheck specular. I'm going to go back to the color tab and make this white. And that is it for this. Now, actually no, I'm sorry. We're going to add a reflection to it. Click the reflection, make it about, just say 7%, 6%. Alright, now I'm just going to control click and drag this to duplicate it. And now that we're in here, we're just gonna check bump right there, bump. And in bump, we're gonna go to the texture. Whoops, I'm sorry. Texture, noise. And down here, you can see the noise. We're gonna click noise and drag it up to FBM. And let's just put this up to, like, let's just say 6.1. Right around there you want it. And let's change the strength to about -7. Good. And once we got that, we are gonna drag everything on the floor. So this is gonna go on the floor. The one with the bump is going on the floor. And the reflective one's going on the sphere. And we'll just do a quick render for you. And it's pretty much going to give us a concrete floor that you'll see in a little bit. It doesn't look like much now, but you'll see. So now we're going to create a new sphere, and we're just going to press T and scale this thing up a lot, so that everything's inside of it. And just keep going a little bit. It's going to act as our sky. And now make it a little bit bigger. Just gonna duplicate that. And we're gonna name this one Sky. And press enter to rename. Enter. Sky GL. Global Illumination. Alright, now we need to add the fun stuff. So we're gonna go to, you can either load a material preset, Cinema 4D materials, HDRIs, and there's a lot in here, and I think there's a couple in here somewhere. There they are. There's 2 in there, but I have one that I got offline. It's free. I'll leave the link in the description where you can get it, but really any HDRI is going to work good. But if you want to set up your own HDRI, here's how you're going to do it. Click in here. We are going to uncheck everything except luminance, and we're going to click on the luminance tab. We're going to upload our image by clicking these 3 dots, and I have mine right here. And if this pops up, you want to press no. Alright, so we got this, and we're going to bring our brightness down to 100%, which really doesn't do anything, as you can see. And it looks a little bright, so we'll use the mix strength and bring it down to, like, just say 82 or something. So now what we're going to do is control and make a duplicate of this. Click on that one, and we're just going to change the blur offset to 10%. And we're going to drag the blurry one on the sky global illumination and the non-blurry one on the regular sky. And what making the blurry one's going to do is it's going to get rid of the blotchy spots that might come up. So just keep that in mind. Now let's do a quick render. It's not going to look much different because we do not have global illumination on yet. But as you can see, it's already better than our last render. Alright. So once we got all this settled, there's not much left to do, but we're going to go to our render settings tab. And we're going to go down here if you already did it, but do global illumination, which is up here. I already have it on, so I'm just going to check it back on. And we're going to go to general, and this you want to change to 70, which I've already done. And we're going to go over to stochastic samples, and this will be on 75. You just want to change that to 80. And that's it for that. Now the render time is going to be a lot longer, but the reflection is going to be good. So I'm going to exit out of this, and there's one last thing to do before we do our final render, and that is go to our Cinema 4D tag, right click, Cinema 4D tags, and compositing, and do that for the sky and the sky GL. So first let's go to the sky. We want to have everything unchecked except camera rays, transparency, and reflection. So uncheck everything else. And now I'm gonna go to Sky GL, and we just only want seen by global illumination. God, fucking illumination, whatever. And that's the only one we want to check for that one. And now we just want to go up to here. Go to multipass, anti-analyzing, and best. And that's it. Get out of here. Gonna go to a view that we like. Just say right there. Go right about there. Just do a quick render. And what this is gonna do, if you zoom out and do it in a smaller screen, your render time is gonna decrease. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And that is pretty much it for this tutorial. You can check down here on your render times, how long it's gonna take and stuff like that. And that's really about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is Casey Kent 34 from Studio Prime HD. And in our next tutorial, we will be modeling a big cock. So stay tuned for that. Alright, I'll see you guys later. And check out this final render.